You're not David Gale.
No, I'm not. I'm
Well, got to set the bar a little higher than that. Dave, we're already making fun of him. He's not even here. So, Megan, I just realized you're the only guest we have on consistently who's also in the opening credits to this show.
I am, yes.
So that's cool. So first of all, welcome to Connecting Claresholm Live. Before we go any further, you are not David Gale. Dave didn't shave and put on a hat. You're a whole different person. So Dave can't be with us today. He's I think he's live streaming a really important event right now, and it was kind of like he wasn't sure if he would be able to pop in or not. And so I put all these decorations up in hopes of distracting from the fact that Dave's not here. But then Megan's available, and I'm like, there we go. It's a perfect balance. So
I've always wanted to be a co-host anchor, so
I think
you're helping me live my Christmas dream.
It was an early Christmas wish. Now, can you believe? I looked at the calendar. I'm typing out the show today. I realized it's the 24th of November. It's a month till Christmas Eve. People, you say that to people, and they go, "Don't say that." Like I'm affecting time, but it's happening. Christmas is around the corner.
Yep.
Are you prepared? Have you done any shopping?
Yeah, I wrapped presents yesterday. I had the morning off. I wrapped all the presents, put them under the tree.
What?
And after this, I'm going Black Friday shopping.
So you're not kidding. Like you actually wrapped presents yesterday.
Yes.
And have a tree up to put them. Okay, well
I have 3 trees up.
Why am I not surprised at the level of organization? Now today you're jumping in today remotely. You're in Fort McLeod, is that right?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a volleyball tournament happening in Fort McLeod, and you were kind enough to peel away from the action to come and join us because, hence the decorations behind me and this fire, which is keeping us warm. We've got Christmas events coming up in a week in Claresholm.
Yeah.
And so you're behind all of these things, quietly working away in the background.
I'm not behind all of them, but I have my hands in the pot with most of them.
Yeah, you know what's happening. So, so coming up on the first is Old Fashioned Christmas, which everybody loves. And so here's a little bit of information. This is the poster from the museum. There's a lot happening for Old Fashioned Christmas. There's a lot of stuff going on at the museum. Welcoming Claresholm was also involved, and they've got photos of Mrs. Claus. Holiday traditions. I think they're doing the Cozy Corner down in Munster Park. However, happening on that same day is this, which is an awesome event. Santa's Gone Loony. Donations of gently used or new items are needed. Drop off at Claresholm Local Press, which is great. However, we're less than a week out, and we need more stuff. We need more donations.
Yeah, we've been doing Santa's Gone Loony now for the year I moved here, so almost 8 years.
Wow.
And at first, of course, people are so excited; they love it. We all have that same thought of like, oh, someone else is donating, so I don't need to donate. But the reality, I'm just going to move away a little bit. We got some volleyball kids going on in the background. The reality is that we're a little bit under donated this time. We usually have more than enough for everyone to get 2 gifts. So for those that don't know what Santa's Gone Loony, because this might be new and you're like, what the heck is this lady talking about? Santa's Gone Loony is an event where kids come with the parents. The parents literally drop the kids off at the door. They pay $2 so they can get 2 gifts, whether it's for mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, maybe it's an aunt and a grandma, whoever you want to buy for. And the elves inside help them pick out. And as little as 3 can come. So they wander around, they pick out their favorite gift, and then they take it to the wrapping station where they help them wrap it. And they get to leave with a gift in hand to put under the tree for a surprise that morning. And it has been so rewarding. I got to tell you, every year I'm so surprised with what kids pick out. It is the highlight at our Christmas. Like literally highlight is like our kids are more excited to say, open up the gift that I picked you, and we're more excited to see what random artifacts that we have to keep in our house for the year to see that we're not like throwing it back into the thrift.
Right? I got a belt buckle the first year.
So
it was great. My daughter got me a giant belt buckle. It was like the size of a dinner plate. I was like, this is awesome.
Some years you get great stuff. Some years you get things that the kids just really truly think that you would love. There was this one year where there's this little girl that was going through, and she had these beautiful crystal angels. They're like kind of a pink crystal. And she got to the little wrapping station, and we said, oh my goodness, your mom is going to love these. And she's like, no, these are for my daddy. And we're like, Even better. Your
Even
daddy's
better.
gonna love those.
Yeah, is right. Even better. That is awesome. Well, we're gonna put this little image up because if you're looking for some ideas, what's needed, and I like this little letter. We're looking for men's new or used gifts, women's presents, gloves, small work tools, hats, games, books, pretty much anything that falls into like your general gifts bag, tape, that kind of stuff, because you have to wrap these as well. They can be dropped off at the local press, and your pickup is going to be maybe Wednesday night.
Thursday morning. Yeah.
Oh, here we go, Dave. This is awesome, Dave. I love your
We're
comments.
always.
He says, I still have my
cat
lady
mug.
My
cat
daughter
lady mug.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I actually have Dave's.
So proud of him.
I have a jersey from Dave of. It's a Maple Leafs jersey, and I was gonna donate it, but then I realized someone gonna pay $1 for that. I don't know, but we'll see. I gotta get it back to him, so maybe he.
Oh, you have no idea. People will fight over that.
Probably, they probably will. Dave, I'm not putting your stuff in Santa's Gone Loony. I'm just kidding. But we were talking just before the show about the involvement of your Dollar Store with More, who's also one of our sponsors on the show. So what was the agreement there?
So your Dollar Store with More is so awesome. They support so much in the community, and they basically said, we'll put a box up at the till, and if people want to come in because they just feel like they don't have anything to donate, they can go up and down the tills, whether it's like some work gloves, or because we are always very short on males. We always get lots of jewelry, lots of little things for females, but males are hard. So you can go down, pick up a couple, like maybe a leveler or a hammer. Not terribly expensive, but they're also, if you say this is for Santa's Gone Loony, they'll give you 20% off. Wow. And then you can leave it in the box there for us to pick up. So we're super thankful for them for doing that for us. And there's also a cash box donation at the till. If you want to put some cash in, $2 or whatever, they'll help with the wrapping paper, the tape, anything that we have left over.
Yeah, because there's a bit of a cost
before the day.
And so I'll just mention, because we've got their logo here, your Dollar Store with More. They're a sponsor on the show as well, and which is amazing. We thank them every time. They also have like baby items. They have all the gift wrapping you could imagine. They've got cards. They've got some electronic stuff. Like you said, tools, things for school. They've got just about everything. And so they're locally owned and operated, and definitely go in. And that's really nice of them to be connected with this program, because I think a lot of people maybe feel like they look around their house and like, well, I don't really have anything or whatever. And being specific that, gifts for dads, we need some.
They're needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your Dollar Store with More will be helpful. I can't believe it's been going on for 8 years.
Yes. Yeah. And it's changed. Like the first year that we did it, we did the angel tree. So the money that we raised went to families in Claresholm. We did that for a couple of years. Then we teamed up with Maxine Middleton, and we did senior gifts. Now we have a nice little system where there's all the areas are covered. And we've taken on the last 3 years Random Act of Kindness, which is our favorite. The week before Christmas. Yeah, we go around town, a whole bunch of kids, and we literally just buy your coffee or give you a little present or take donuts to the RCMP, and we give back to the community in Random Acts of Kindness, trying to remind people, the month of December, do a random act of kindness, go out of your way to do something to lift somebody else up. So, and then the rest of the money will go into purchasing toys for the toy driver or adopting a family that didn't get those other things that are available to them. So all goes back into the community. None of it's kept for anything but the community. Yeah,
and that's amazing. And it I know there's other programs too, like My City Care has their program going as well. So there's a lot of places that are in need of donations as well. And so you can kind of look around and determine what works best. I love this idea. I mean, and for kids, right, to be able to go in and go shopping and get something, because I think that it's a nice way to teach kids that giving is also a huge part of the day and part of the season. And if it is a level or a hammer or a crystal, piece of jewelry or whatever, for mom or dad, or even an older brother or sister, I think it's a great way to introduce them to that idea of like, go and open my gift.
And it's important to remind them that it's not just for little kids. This is an event that runs from age 3 to 18. So we get kids in there that are 17 or 16 buying gifts. There's no shame in that. Like we're working with the high school right now and making sure that those kids know a lot of this stuff is new. Like you're working, they have their part-time little job at A&W. They're not making enough money. and they still want to do something kind for their parent. There's no shame in coming and finding something, and it's more about the giving aspect and receiving it than it is about what it is, right? So
absolutely,
please, all ages come.
Yeah, that's really important. Whereabouts is it taking place? I meant to ask you that.
So it's always been, well, it started at FCSS, and then we got to use the LDS gym facility. It comes with tables and chairs and the gym, and so that's where it'll be located again. And the time is different than Old Fashioned Christmas. It's from 5 till 7.
5 to 7.
We find that we have so many kids that come to this that it takes so long that then they miss out on the old fashioned Christmas things. And this year, Old Fashioned Christmas has so much stuff going on and so much kids stuff that we don't want them to miss out on it. So it's from 5 till 7. Old Fashioned Christmas is 6 to 9.
Okay, and that's at the church?
Yeah.
Okay, on 50th, just for folks, 50th Ave, East Side. Now, Old Fashioned Christmas, I mean, I don't know how much you are involved in this as well. I know that's more of a chamber initiative, but I feel like you just know everything, so, which is probably true.
It's chamber, local press, and me helping put it on this year. Yeah, so
awesome.
3 of us teamed up.
So is there kind of there's sort of 2 locations plus the downtown, right? So we've got the museum, a Munson Park, and then obviously downtown shopping, which is
So
awesome.
Museum is doing their really cool doll exhibit. Mrs. Toon has like 250 dolls, which is incredible. You can go and sing carols, have treats. Amundsen Park is going to be lit with the Christmas Tree Festival lighting, plus the other lights that are going to be down there. Then we have the live stage where there's all local talent going to be on there singing Christmas songs. I hear through Birdie that maybe Alec is going to be up on the stage singing something.
No.
Okay,
maybe
singing
not something. No, I don't know what Bird told you that. No, we're gonna.
I know.
That's a misinformed Bird. No, I'm doing a little story with one of the kids.
I knew that.
So it'll be
but I was
fun,
just saying, there's more room if you want to sing. You're more than welcome.
Maybe I think I'll go on around midnight or so. Maybe see who's still around. Seems like a good time.
So that's right. So that's happening down there. We have a fire pit going on down there. Chelsea Petrovic is doing s'mores for the kids to go down there. Cozy Corner is going to be down there. There's a Mrs. Claus, old-fashioned Polaroid pictures. You can come and get a picture with Mrs. Claus down in Amundsen.
Nice.
It's by donation, $2, $1, no money. It doesn't matter. That money is going to go back to adopting an immigrant family for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
We then have also about 20 vendors going to be downtown outdoor market, so that you can go and check out baked goods and treats and Christmas stuff all downtown. There's also going to be Santana Soup Bowl and Manpreet doing hot chocolate down there. There's a snowball fight with the little pom-poms that are going to be taking on down there. Then we have our downtown core. And our downtown core has most of the businesses are open with a vendor inside. So for example, the Tom Harris Telus store is doing music there. They're doing discounts in their store, plus they're doing a pop-up. Tropical Touch is doing a Sweet 16. They're actually doing the Nightmare Before Christmas, so kids can come get a treat bag. And they also have permanent jewelry inside. So you don't want to miss each store, because each store, even if you wouldn't normally shop there, go inside because they're going to have a vendor also inside. And most of them are giving away. There's donuts at the Willow Creek Immigration Services getting handed out. There is treats galore. ATB is staying open. There's going to be reindeer food that you can go and make with your kids, and then you can sprinkle it on your long Christmas Eve. So take your kids over to ATB. Mr. Suter is going to be selling his Christmas books in ATB. I know I'm missing so much. There's Sparkle Tattoo in Claresholm Pharmacy. Santa Claus is wandering around them. All of them have discounts, 15% off, 20% off. Ruby has 15% off her stuff. And One Earth Home Hardware is doing their 50th anniversary. So they're actually selling the Claresholm books at the front. They have a vendor doing that. Plus, everyone's going to be dressed up in old-fashioned clothes. So you'll want to go in just to see all their old-fashioned clothes that they're wearing for old-fashioned Christmas.
Wow. And, where are these clothes coming from? This is amazing.
Rides. Yeah. There's the wagon rides that are going to be happening. And I know I'm missing things. Carolers, old-fashioned carolers walking around the streets, fire pits all around downtown. There's going to be a graphic that's coming out with all the information. The library is open. You can go take your kids Yeah.
Wow.
Go take your kids to get a Christmas craft kit from the library. So there's
Perfect.
so much going on for the kids. It's like a mini fair days, but Christmas.
Yeah, it feels like it. And we've got a few things here, like the this is just for the museum, 5 to 9. They've got the doll collection, carols around the piano. I don't know. I'm assuming that's an acronym for something. WAACK piano. They've got
I don't know.
they've got hot spiced cider and Christmas cookies. Awesome old fashioned candy bags. The gift shop is open, and also welcoming Claresholm is going to have their events going on as well. So just keep an eye out for that. And I think if you just kind of start on one end and work your way to the other, if you start at the museum and head towards a Munston or the opposite,
Yeah.
you're gonna hit, and make sure you go downtown because that is really that's awesome.
Yeah.
The hay rides are great.
Yeah.
The hay rides
Support local. This is
Yeah.
our kickoff to Christmas, and it's so important to support these local businesses. I have to say, like, a quick plug, because I don't know if everyone really realizes this. I get the pleasure to work with the businesses really closely. They donate time, talent, and a lot of money to
Yeah.
our sports, our fundraiser, health foundations, town stuff. Like, they support a lot. And this is our way to say a big thank you and support them in return for Christmas. So,
Yeah.
so bundle up. Don't let, it's supposed to be like +3. So bundle
Yeah.
up, but come down and support.
It's great. And it's really important to talk about the fact that these businesses throughout the year are so supportive in the community. And, if we can get everyone out in town and checking out businesses and picking up some gifts for Christmas, it's a great way to do it. And I've seen a few storefronts now starting to look pretty Christmassy as well. So it's a quick changeover. It's like fair days, and then we're into Halloween, and all of a sudden it's Christmas time, and you're putting up these decorations like I did all morning. Kind of, not really.
Yeah.
Pretend like I did. That's fantastic. And so that's happening on Friday. And then, of course, you don't want to drink too much cider because the next day is the Chamber Small Business Awards and Christmas party at the Claresholm Community Center. So just pace yourself, I think is what we're saying.
Yeah. And there's tickets available for that too. We just had our meeting last week. And there's tickets available. And it's not just to businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the big thing. Anybody can go to those Chamber Awards. And I keep hearing they are a lot of fun. I'm going this year myself personally. And I hear it's a prime rib dinner, and there's a lot of fun that happens there.
There's a lot of fun. So much fun, you'll just fall right over with all the fun.
I heard that.
Now, I mentioned this last week, and if you've already bought your tickets, you can't give them back. I'm going to host the little awards part. I think there's 9 awards, and so we'll try to keep that fun. And I asked Jordy, actually, I said, hey, am I allowed to roast people? And he said, yeah, you might not come back, but go for it. It might be a one-time thing. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. That may not be a good idea.
I expect a comedian show from you up there, just like, those music awards hosts and stuff. I expect good things from you.
Thank you. I haven't given it that much thought, but we'll see.
No
it'll be
pressure.
Fun. No pressure. No, it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of fun. It's really fun. It's a great environment, really great atmosphere last year, and the food was great. And yes, there is potentially a bar. So we'll just leave it at that. And I think it goes until like 1 a.m. or something. So if you choose to be there that long, the fun doesn't.
And a drive home service with the grads this year. So you're even taking care of that way. So
absolutely. So
there's
a lot happening this week, this coming weekend, next weekend, I should say, the 1st and the 2nd. Holy smokes. And so you know what? I feel like are you missing things now at the volleyball game? Like there could be championships being won here.
Yeah, right. Grade 6 championships. Yeah.
Okay, it's grade 6. All right, it's grade 6. Awesome. Well, you know what, Megan, we'll let you go back because I also know you've been holding your phone the whole time. We didn't.
It's okay.
We didn't get the crew out there this time. Now, speaking of phones, real quick, and I just wanted to mention this, and this really has nothing to do with what we've talked about, but it's on a personal note for you. Your husband, who's an amazing fellow, Bradshaw. I saw him the other day. He has a flip phone.
Yes. Yeah, he started it. He said he spends too much time on his phone, so he downgraded to a flip phone. So, yes.
I love it.
He jokingly said to me, I think for Christmas, I'm going to buy myself like a phone holder to put on my belt. And I said, no, you're not.
You've reached a level of dadness there that I've not seen. And I loved it because he said to me, it's functional enough that you can more or less get things done, but it's annoying enough that you don't spend a lot of time on it. And I went, what a great level of self. Because he took it out and I went like, what century are we in here? And he said, oh yeah, I got a flip phone. So it's a digital flip phone. So, oh, I think you might have muted yourself, Megan. Oh dear. You know what? I think you did. So yeah, the flip phone's the way of the future, and maybe for a present for your friends, a flip phone holder for your belt would be excellent. I think Megan's may her feed may have frozen here, and she's unfortunately muted as well. So Megan, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're gonna let you go back to the game because you might be missing stuff with your kids. We definitely don't want that to happen, and so we're going to thank Megan once again for joining the show. And just not to forget, Friday the 1st, it's Old Fashioned Christmas. And yeah, there's a lot going on. So the three main areas are the Munson Park, downtown core for shopping, and then you can carry on to the museum and check out what's happening there. So we're going to say goodbye to Megan's frozen image. Now, again, if you're just tuning in, Dave's not here today. He's got a fairly important event that he is live streaming. And so I said to him, I will do my best. We'll have a short show today. But, Dave's maybe not here in person, but he's here in spirit somewhere getting ready for something because he likes to trim that manly beard outside. So good for him. So Dave's kind of here. We want to say a quick shout out to our other sponsors as well who help us out with the show. First of all, big thanks to our original sponsor, Janet's Fashions on the corner of 50th Ave and Highway 2. They have men's and women's fashions. I bet they're going to be open late on Old Fashioned Christmas. There might even be a sale. They have some great clothing and accessories, things for winter. They've got jewelry. So definitely go in and check them out. That store is bigger than it looks from the outside. So huge thanks to Janet's Fashions. And our other sponsor, Claresholm Pharmacy. They are locally owned and operated. They have a staff of very friendly prescribing pharmacists. They're great. They also have groceries now. So you can go in and get dairy. They also have cut lobe meats and a small grocery section. So definitely worth going in and checking them out and saying hi to them. And we always say after an event like, I don't know, the Business Awards, maybe get some Advil just in case you feel like you need to have a headache or maybe some electrolytes. I've seen how these things go. It's a lot of fun. Other community events coming up to keep an eye on. So Thursday, December 7th, starting at 6:30, we've got Turkey Bingo happening again at WCCHS, and that's in the gym. The prices there for cards you can see on the bottom left, and this is all in support of the WCCHS Sports Society. There's a lot of expenses that go along with putting on sports at the high school level, and this just helps them out, and it is a whole lot of fun. I know that for sure. What else we got coming up this week? My City Care, we talked about that earlier. The toy bin donations. Man, there's a lot of businesses that are jumping on board. And if you go into these businesses, it's pretty clear where those bins are. And so everything from Bargain Shop, The Hive, Blackwood, Claresholm Pharmacy, Tropical Touch, PharmaSave, The Town, Nail Lady, Home Hardware, WCCHS for students, and the town of Stavely is also involved, which is great. And so that's a really, really important event. If you've got items to donate, particularly toys and games, things like that, you can go and drop them off, and they distribute those to the folks that are looking for them, which is an awesome, awesome thing to have in our community. There's also a winter clothing drive. Now, this actually started mid-November, and it's wrapping up here on December 1st. And this is to help stock the clothing closet at the Chinook Regional Hospital. So they're looking for things like sweaters, T-shirts, winter coats, winter boots, hats, gloves, things like that. And you can make a donation there. And it says no visible branding is something they're looking for, but all sizes from extra small to triple XL. And in fact, if you want to reach out to Carmel Steele, you can. She's been kind enough to offer to collect those donations for that initiative as well. This is going to be fun. The Jingle and Mingle is coming up on Tuesday, December 19th at the Soup Bowl. Now they have a turkey dinner with all the fixings, free or by donation. They've been doing phenomenally well, and I believe they just got a steam table, which is a kind of an important component when you're cooking for a whole bunch of people. So the Soup Bowl is running every Tuesday, starting around 11:30 till about 1 o'clock at the Social Center, so you can go and check them out. If you've never been, I strongly encourage you to go down and check them out. The food is awesome, and it's a really, really great service that they're providing to the town, and it's a nice way to just go and hang out with people in your community. Also, now I think I meant to ask Megan about this, and I was just shown this the other day. This is the Business Hub, and it's in conjunction with the town of Claresholm. If you've ever been looking for a job, it sometimes can be difficult, especially if you're on Indeed or you're going to Monster or any of these other big sort of job postings. Sometimes it's hard to narrow down your community. So The solution is the Job Hub. And so I believe it's now live. And through the town of Claresholm, you can check that out, the Business Hub. And what they've done is they've compiled all of the jobs in the Claresholm area into one place. Better than any other website that I've seen. So it's really, really great service. So if you're looking for a job, go and check them out through the town of Claresholm. Last couple things, we're going to mention this. Now, we had Amy on the show last week. She's a strength coach. We had a great interview with her, and she runs a group called Yaba, and she's got adult group fitness classes coming up in Fort Macleod and in Claresholm. The Claresholm classes Thursdays from 7 to 7:45, and I believe that's taking place at Real Strength Gym. And finally, this has kind of been a bit of a topic of discussion in town recently. This is a very alerting sign. Garbage collection service delays start. So the new garbage program, I spoke to Jace at the town a bit about this. The new garbage program is the wheelie bins, just like our blue recycling bins that you're going to take out to the front. We're all going to get these sort of gray wheelie bins to drop your garbage bags in. There's this special truck they've had built, and my understanding is it actually started in Mexico. It came up to, I think, Kentucky or somewhere in the States, and now it's in Calgary. But the guys have to be trained on it because it's all automated with the big arm that grabs the garbage and dumps it in and puts the bin back. So what it's going to do, it's a more efficient system, and it's also going to cut down on the number of guys they need on the truck, which is going to free up Public Works to go and do other things in town that need to be done as well. So we just have to be a bit more patient. Hopefully it'll be here in the next couple of weeks, and we can start to see an upgrade, if you like, in how our garbage is collected. So there you go. So we're a Daveless show today. It's going to be a shorter show. We're at the end of it. So thanks for checking us out, and really keep an eye on the calendar with the local press. If there's anything that we're missing, you can go and check it out there. We're getting into the very busy season, obviously. Really, really looking forward to Old Fashioned Christmas this year and Business Awards the following day. There you go. It's Black Friday as well. So if you're shopping in town, there's, I think, some deals. I'm almost positive that the Hive has got some Black Friday sales happening. So if you're looking for some gifts, go and check out the Hive. And of course, everyone, I'm sure as you know, your email box is full of every company you've ever shopped with ever is emailing you today, reminding you it's Black Friday. So good luck getting actual emails today while you sift through 300 places that you shopped at any point in your life. They're going to email you today as well with deals. So that's it for us, folks. As we always say, have a good weekend. Be safe. I will be back tomorrow with Dave on Good Morning Nanton Live, happening at 10:30 tomorrow morning, where we talk about all things Nanton in our two communities. And we will hopefully be back with Dave next Friday, which is the day of Old Fashioned Christmas, so we can have some more Christmas fun with Dave. All right, folks, have a good one, and we will catch you next time.